I love September. It feels like its own little season. The weather's softer, the cooler mornings, the golden evenings, and I've really been enjoying it just as it is without rushing into Halloween or Christmas. There's something really nice about letting this time stretch out a little bit. I've been slowing down a little bit as well with small simple things like reading books that I've been putting off, watching a favourite movie or taking walks outside while the leaves are just beginning to turn. And at home I've added a few gentle touches, some candles, blankets, things here and there, just enough to make it feel welcoming without skipping ahead. For me, it's a time definitely to slow down, take a deep breath and maybe treat myself with some jewellery for the season. Thank you to Otter Spirit for sponsoring this video, a jewellery brand that believes every gemstone tells its own story. Their bracelets are handmade with natural AAA grade gemstones, never synthetic and always authentic. Each bead is carefully chosen for its unique character, so no two bracelets are ever the same. I picked 3 of their mini bracelets. The stones are slightly smaller, which gives them a little bit more refined, mature look. The first bracelet is Golden Tiger Eye. The stones are a mix of mustard yellow, cream and a soft beige colour like autumn leaves scattered across the sand. It carries the intention of courage and clarity, and the colours feel warm and earthy and grounding. Next is Citrine with the affirmation, everything I need to be successful is within me. This bracelet has a golden glow, almost like sunlight shining through honey. It feels bright and uplifting and strong, like carrying a little pocket of light with you. And finally, Pyrite with the intention, success flows effortlessly. This is the darkest of the 3, a muted metallic shade, the colour of lead or weathered steel, and there's something quite powerful about it, as if it embodies strength and resilience. Each bracelet arrives with the description, the intention, the zodiac sign, the chakra connection, making it just as meaningful as it is beautiful. For each bracelet sold, Otter Spirit will donate $1 to support the sea otter conservation in Monterey, California, the place where it all began. If you'd like to explore more, their website features monthly exclusive deals and beautiful gemstone combination designed to support success, anti-anxiety, love, protection, confidence and spirituality. You'll also find pieces connected to birthstones and zodiac signs, available not just as bracelets but also necklaces, earrings and rings. Don't forget to use my discount code Lindsay20 and check out the website. Well, here it is. Looks a bit of a mess, but I've just gathered together the foliage, my turkeys, because of course here in Canada we have Thanksgiving in less than a month. And I always think of it as being more harvesty, which is like the UK where they have the harvest festivals, or they used to. It's been a while since I've lived there, but that was always the lovely time of the year. I know I've been back and they've had the most amazing little country villages with the harvest festivals, and they've just been lovely. But I digress. So we have Thanksgiving before the US. And even though it's not fall right now, the weather has definitely taken a turn. It's gone from really, really hot and humid to a lot cooler and very, very breezy. It is gorgeous out, it really is. So let's get back to this. I have sort of reworked the room, and I'm going to show you what I've done in just a minute. But this is what I have to work with. I'm not going to be using all of it, I don't think. I'm just going to be using some in here in the living room, and then at the front of the house. I'll put a bit in the kitchen and maybe a little bit in my office, but that's it. So we'll get started. So before we get started, I just quickly wanted to show you my new bookshelves. New to me. They were free. So what we did was we rearranged everything, and we have these 3 solid wood bookshelves here, and then the original of mine. Of course, they fit exactly against this wall, and we've managed to get all of the books. I say 90% of the books, because I do decorate with a lot of books, but they're 90% here in one place, and I love it. Moved the desk over in front of the window, put the new film on the window, which I really am enjoying as well. Love that. Got the windows open a crack because it's so windy, it's blowing everything around. I've cleared most of my places where I'm going to be decorating. This is another area. This did have all my husband's books, so we've put all of his books now in that bookshelf on the end, that one. And this is then for decor and seasonal, because I don't have enough areas to cover. So you can see I've put a couple of little things in here and there, but I will be decorating that. I've also got to decorate the top of here. I've also got to finish decorating the top of there, and also here. As you can see, I've moved a lot of things around, but we're loving how it's turning out. And another thing that we've done is change the table. We've put this little one in. It does have leaves, but it's a little round table. This was in the sale. It was 75% off. We paid $2.50 for it. So that is just for, it's got 2, we have 2 seats. It's really opened the room up. Really loving this. And then in the living room, we have the 2 bookshelves that were on that back wall are now beside the fireplace. And again, loving them. I have decorated them somewhat, but I'm going to be adding a few more little items. This room's basically done. Love the fireplace, especially this time of year. Look at that, it looks so pretty. And I brought my little girl reading down, and I think she looks gorgeous right in the centre. So I'm very pleased with her. Oh, we also moved one of her couches out into the sunroom for the fall, because it's getting proper weatherized. Weatherproof. There we go, we'll go with weatherproof. So, move the clock in here. I love the sound of the ticking. I find it very calming, and also the chiming. I find that very calming. Hubby, not so much. Got my lamps. Changed a few pillows. Looks like the dog's been on the couch. So, got my lamps. And I'm ready to decorate. Also do the coffee table. This refresh is lots of baskets. I've got all my candlesticks out again, the pops of copper and gold, lots of natural fibres, a couple of nice throws, candles. I have got lots of leafy greenery and garlands that are the main focus, but it's not as in your face as probably I've done in the past. Again, I will not be decorating for Halloween until after Thanksgiving, which is early October. So that does actually influence my decorating, but once that's over, then it'll be full on for Halloween. Well, it took me 3 times to get these bookshelves correct. I started out with garlands across, didn't like that. Then there were little bits here and there on each and every shelf, didn't like that. So in the end, I settled for the candlesticks with the little pops of orange pumpkins, and I was quite satisfied. got cutting off some little greenery and autumn colours to pop into little containers, and obviously this little jug for the shelves. Can you see the LED flame bulbs? I tried to get those last year in time for Halloween and they were all sold out everywhere. So I picked them up and threw them in my fall box, and I just remembered them when I picked them out the other day. So those are ready to go out front when I decorate the front of the house. I've made a few changes to the top of my curio cabinet. I swapped out my little Madame du Barry, which was the figurine that I picked up thrifting a couple of weeks ago, swapped her over to the other dress at top and put the horse's head here, and brought back some of my equestrian themed items. This will then carry on through till Christmas. I'll leave this decor up. I've moved the mirror to the top of this cabinet, and it does reflect the light from the window beautifully. Obviously that's come from the top of the desk, and the desk is in front of the window, and the bookshelf is where the desk and the mirror were. These are the leaves that I wired together. I made a nice long garland. I did start with this on top of the bookshelves in the living room, but then decided it wasn't right and put them in the kitchen, and they look very pretty on this shelf, so I'm glad I moved those out. This little frame is a needlepoint of autumn trees. It's got golds and rusts and ochre, and it was stitched with such care. I found it years ago at a garage sale, and it's still one of my favourite pieces to bring out each fall. Haven't gone crazy at the front door. The day that I did this, we were having really high gusts of wind, so unless I was holding the camera, it was being blown down. So a kind of a quick introduction to what I've used. I haven't done much here. I had to give it a really good clean. If you remember, in the spring I couldn't change over my decor because I'd got a bird nesting in my Christmas wreaths, and so it hasn't been cleaned since then. So I haven't gone, like I said, I haven't gone crazy. I've put my beautiful new bulbs in, which will have a lovely orange glow. I've wrapped up my lions. I love how they look. And then moved a couple of plants around. I'm waiting for my full mums, but they haven't got the big ones yet at the centre that I go to. So everything's very low key, but pops of the autumn colours just make everything very seasonal. Here's a quick look at the front of the house at night. Love those orange bulbs. They're supposed to flicker. I don't see them flickering. I don't care. Thanks again to Otter Spirit for sponsoring the video. Don't forget to check out the description for a link to the website and also my discount code Lindsay20. Have a great week. We'll see you next time. Stay safe and stay healthy.